Hello?
Peter, it's Dr. Octavius.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Lance Corporal Texador is here for a fitting.
I totally forgot. I didn't forget. I'll be there soon.
This tardiness is starting to become a pattern. Come on, Parker. You're better than this.
He's right. How did I lose track of time?
I don't know, maybe because you're Spider-Man? Alright, let's see. Where's this backpack? I'm gonna collect a couple of these backpacks and then we'll go head over to, Dr. Octo.
Attention all units.
Octopath Traveler. Go down, Spidey. Okay. Yeah, some of that stuff, transferring, like, to different walls, isn't exactly amazing.
I've always been about the truth. When I was a reporter and a newspaper publisher, I printed the truth. But now as a broadcaster, I speak it. Sometimes it hurts. But it's my responsibility to bring it to you. And the truth is, the city is not quiet. It is not peaceful. It is a disaster waiting to happen. Threats roiling under the surface like a hungry shark just beneath the water. Don't let Spider-Man fool you. You are not safe. None of us are.
I mean, he's not exactly wrong with that, but he's also not right. Alright, it's up.
10:30. We've got an armed robbery in progress.
The police could take care of it. I'm a little busy collecting some backpacks.
My prom boutonniere. Crushed when I had to fight Fisk. That kind of symbolizes my luck with relationships.
But it's not, it looks fine though.
Hey, my Mark I web shooters. Managed to improve the storage capacity a lot since then, but the basic design's still the same.
Wow, there are a lot of these. I wonder if they're in order of how they're supposed to be, or if they're in order of how I collected them. It looks like how I collected them. Alright, is that it for this area? Yeah, alright, I'll go stop this crime and then we'll go to Dr. Octopath Traveler. I'm so glad it's during the day again, because usually I love nighttime. Nighttime is my favorite time of the day. But, just this game looks way better during the day. Whoa. I thought they just killed me. Like, I thought that was it already. What's happening? Look at all these guys. Why are there so many of them? Ow. Alright, stop. There's like people, they keep multiplying somehow. Ow. So, one of the menu screen things was showing me a hint on how to throw people. And it said hold down triangle and then you can throw them. But that doesn't look like it's actually going to work. I think you have to actually web them up first. What's going on here? I have no idea what's happening right now on screen. This guy in the tracksuit's stuck, and the guy with the crowbar isn't even attempting to hurt me. Wait, hold on. Throw that guy. Did I run out of webs? Like, what's going on? Maybe it's because he's stuck. I have no idea.
Good old-fashioned holdup. Vintage crime stopping right there.
Yeah, I'm Spider-Man.
Sit tight, guys. A nice comfy paddy wagon will be here soon.
Oh, and I did do a few more upgrades. Like, the web shooters are way better now. I have way more capacity in them. And a couple more stuff like that. This suit still is like, it looks so good. Look at it. Look at that. That's amazing. I'm glad it's not the ugly Ben Reilly suit, because this one's still my favorite. It's really simple. Like, it's just a red spandex suit and a hoodie. But it's so good. The Ben Reilly suit, the other one, is like so over-designed. Not dissimilar to the default costume in this game. Let's see. What do we got in here?
How does it work? Just like a natural arm. You think of what you want it to do, and...
Yes. Hey, hey, what do you think you're doing?
This site's been declared a safety hazard.
Stop that right now! This is highly sensitive equipment. That's it. I'm calling the mayor's office directly.
Peter Parker, how the hell are you?
Speak of the devil.
Mr. Osborn.
Oh, please. How long have we known each other? It's Mr. Mayor. It's Norman. Norman!
Norman, what do you think you're doing?
The grant agreement you signed has strict safety provisions. This isn't your first violation.
Those were excused.
By me. We should have confiscated this equipment long ago.
But I've had a breakthrough.
Thank you for your great service to our country. These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics, where you'll receive the latest in prosthetics. No charge.
This isn't about safety infractions, is it?
I'm trying to help you, Otto. You're free to continue your work in a secure environment.
At Oscorp.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
You haven't changed a bit.
Neither of you. Hey, Peter. Harry will be coming back from Europe early next year. Maybe the two of you can start that business you always talked about. This is opportunity knocking.
Easy. They didn't take everything. Maybe we could start over.
Peter. There's no we. Without the grant from the city, I can no longer pay you. I need some time to think. If I were you, I'd look for a new job.
Well, that got pretty real pretty quick.
Wish I could do something to help Doc. Maybe call Harry. Ask him to talk to his dad. No. Norman never listens to Harry. Even tried to kill funding for his research stations. Hey, one of those stations is nearby. Should see how they're doing while Harry's in Europe.
Yeah, just break in, why
Must be
not?
some way to help Doc. I'll think of something.
So we're already seeing, like, he could potentially be going down a bad path, so, you know, the turn to Doc Ock might not be as, you know, strange as I initially thought it was going to be, because he seems like a pretty nice guy in this game, but, he could become desperate and then, you know, turn into Doc Ock. But still, they're acting like these prosthetic arms are something, like, not in the realm of actual science.
Now, a lot of people ask me what I think of Mayor Osborn, but what matters is what you think. Let's ask our first caller. You're on with J. Jonah James.
Hi, I think Mayor Osborn's doing a terrific job. He's cleaned the city up and expanded the economy.
With all due respect, the office of mayor, the police cleaned up the city, and entrepreneurs boosted the economy. I do approve of many of the mayor's initiatives, like cracking down on quality of life crimes and reducing red tape. But I think he takes credit for a lot of things other people do. He's ambitious, which is not a bad thing. But I always say, be careful of people with agendas. We used to have a vigilant press to keep politicians honest, but it's a shadow of its former self. Now all you've really got is
My ESU ID badge from my semester as a teaching assistant. Didn't have time to stick with it, but I could definitely see teaching again someday.
I think he was a teacher in the comics for a point. See, I always liked a little bit older Spider-Man, like in his 20s. I know a lot of people, like when I was a kid, I appreciated being able to relate to like the early Spider-Man stuff.
Onboard AI can tell me the most likely area where the
And then the Ultimate Spider-Man, but I do like older, you know, Spider-Man when he was married to MJ. And then Joe Quesada came along and ruined everything.
Used these electrician's gloves in my first fight with Electro. Gave me the idea to add insulation to my costume, which saved my bacon more than once.
That's pretty funny. I could see him just wearing like normal boring ass
New York's noisy,
gloves.
but my mask can zero in on muffled sounds. The kind a tied up kidnap victim might make.
See, these are kind of dumb. I was thinking like, oh yeah, it's pretty cool that there's like variety in the missions, but it's always just a dude in a car. And then a bunch of other guys come in and then I have to fight them.
Oh no, they're back!
Like, here, we're gonna Web Blossom them. Maybe take out a good chunk of them. Come on, stick to a goddamn wall, dude. Oh, that's terrific that you can do that. I didn't think you could attack people with them. Oh, focus bar full, good. If I was a superhero, those are almost certainly the noises that I would be making. And there you go. I might actually level up now.
You're a mensch, Spider-Man.
Guy in a trunk. Man, I feel like I say this every 20 minutes, but only in New York.
Did one of those guys shout out to me, "You're a mensch, Spider-Man"? That's kind of weird. I wonder how, I don't know, I wonder what percentage of the game I'm done. Like, it says like 20-something on the menu, but that's probably counting like collectibles and stuff around the city that I've done. But in terms of the story, I wonder how far into it I am, because I feel like I'm probably not much. Because I still haven't done very much, I feel.
Aunt May's recipe for wheat cakes. I could never make it work on my own.
That took way too long for those textures to come in. What does it say? Peter tonight? Oh, Peter's favorite. I could probably just press that. I keep realizing that. There's not a whole lot of these backpacks left. Maybe the rest of this video will just be grabbing the rest of the backpacks. I remember this area. This is where you chase the Green Goblin through it in Ultimate Spider-Man. At least I think so. Not entirely certain. Alright, give me you.
People know my parents died in a plane crash. I still can't tell anyone they were government agents. Wish I knew more about them. I wish anyone did.
Remember when in the comics his parents came back but they were robots? That was weird. I have those issues, I think, where it's either the ones where they come back or the ones where they die again. Those are so strange. Like, that's when the comics got real weird. Like, again, the Clone Saga is not very good, but at least we got Ben Reilly out of it, who I think is a pretty cool character. But, like, that was just like, what the fuck? The Jackal created clones of Peter Parker, but then somehow convinced him that Peter Parker was the clone and Ben Reilly was the real person.
Welcome to the look at it this way.
And it's like, just what happened? It's so ridiculous. And then his parents came back, but then they were robots. Ugh, like, what is happening? That's when comic books just get dumb. Come on, swing to that. You can do it. You can do it. I guess not. Grab it, grab it, grab it, grab it. I can't, like... How the fuck... Oh wait, I see what to do now. There we go.
The infamous dumpling recipe. Should have come with step 10. Try not to burn everything in MJ's apartment.
What's with all these goddamn recipes? But I guess we can make dumplings and wheat cake now. Which doesn't sound like they would go good together. Pretty much at all.
Attention units, we've got a 10-10 possible narcotics sale.
Where?
Need officers on scene in the financial district.
Up. Alright. Oh god. Is this guy gonna... Am I gonna be able to just take this guy down? Oh no, Web Blossom! I just realized that. That's no good. Go away. Yeah, thank you. Again, I don't know how that works. Spider-Man just murdered that guy, just straight up. Performed 3 dodge unders. Oop, and there you go. I like when you can string together a bunch of cool looking stuff. That's when I think the combat works really well. But otherwise, it's pretty bland, honestly. Like, it's mainly just press the same button over again. Ow. Dude, you are such a dick. These big guys suck ass. Night. How are you not dead yet? Get stuck to the wall or just die. I'm throwing you off. Well, again, he's deceased now.
Knocking the ever-loving stuffing out of dealers is my anti-drug.
Yeah, I guess my anti-stopping drug deal stance is stopped.
Folks, you've heard me express grave concerns about the risk to civil liberties posed by the police department's crime system and their omnipresent towers. But at least the intention is to stop crimes. Now, recently, Spider-Man has been seen tampering with these very towers. And it's reasonable that my loyal listeners suspect he is disabling the towers so he can commit his unlawful misdeeds with impunity. But Spider-Man is not your ordinary run-of-the-mill menace. Oh, he's a 12th level Kung Fu master, 50 moves ahead menace. Which is why I think he's actually hacking into these towers to spy on you and me. Your only defense?
Nice to see
Listen
you.
to my show. All the time. If he's gonna spy on us, let him hear that we're on to him by listening to me every waking moment.
That is truly incredible. It's so... I would... At this point, I would have to assume that he is supposed to be like a parody of Alex Jones. Otherwise, I don't know. Literally, that's just all it has to be. Alright, guys. Let's try and do one of these finally without getting hit. Oh, already got hit. Goodbye. You guys really should stop doing what you're doing. None of these work, buddy. Oh, this is a new animation. What the hell happened there? I guess I wasn't fast enough. But that brings me to something that I have been very, very adamant about for so long. I do not think Spider-Man is strong enough to pick up a car. There's a couple of games where you can pick up cars as Spider-Man, specifically Web of Shadows. But I do not think Spider-Man, that's ever been established that he's strong enough to pick up a car. He certainly can't pick up a car and throw it. That's for sure. Man, the amount of times I've died in this game so far, pretty embarrassing.
Oops,
Hey guys, just picking up a backpack that I left here like 3 years ago.
My Wilson Fisk Science Prize trophy. And check. I couldn't turn it down without arousing suspicion, but no way was I gonna take his money. Even though we could have used it. I did accept the lifetime supply of backpacks, though.
Oh. I understand now.
Superheroing doesn't leave much time for good hygiene. Gotta get it where I can.
So there is an actual in-game explanation for why he has so many backpacks. Because you know that they would have, they knew people like me would exist that would say, wait a minute, he can't afford to go get a cell phone, but he can afford 55 separate backpacks. I mean, I guess it's good that they gave an explanation, but I like just thinking about it, like, yeah, he just keeps buying backpacks.
Maybe this'll help me balance work and a personal life, if I ever find time to read it.
These amazing steps. I bet, are they spectacular steps? Are they ultimate steps? Are they superior steps? I don't know. Alright, so there's only 4 more left. Let me just go get them. And then maybe we'll go do this side mission over here.
Looks like we've got some doorbusters. It's not even
Hey guys, time for this crime to end. I'm gonna make up for that last time where I just
You
died.
guys don't look like locksmiths.
Some of those are a little long, I think. Like, the ones where he just goes, like, real crazy, does a bunch of flips and cool stuff. Maybe you could shorten them down a little bit. Just saying. They look cool, but maybe sometimes they just want to get a move on, right? You ever think of that game? No, because you're kind of inconsiderate, you know? Why am I talking to the video game like it's its own sentient being? Whee! Yahoo-wee! Whippy! What is this? I thought there was like a placard there or something. Like I read, it's like a memorial tree or something. What is that? Oh, it's a Fisk Tower. Which I ain't gonna do. Where are you? I'm shocked at how much you can see inside some of these buildings. Oh my god, Spider-Man, I hate you sometimes.
The Spidey Squad. My one and only fan club. When Jameson's going off on me, it helps to remember they're out there.
Like, just imagine how much of this game that they need to render at a time. I mean, I'm assuming that there's a lot of culling going on, and they just get rid of a lot of stuff that's not on screen. But, like, look at that. That, you can look inside buildings. That's crazy. Alright, let's go get this one. We're almost done with the backpacks, and then I never have to do any of this ever again. Although, I will say I actually liked doing this stuff. But it's still, you know, I can then move on a little bit quicker now. I'll do side missions, but I won't have to do the towers or the backpacks. I don't know why the inflection there, it sounded like, I won't have to get the backpacks or the towers. Is it okay to do Bill Cosby voices now? Because it's kind of creepy now. It used to be kind of funny, because always, like, he's a funny old man, talks about pudding and Jell-O a lot. But then it's like, oh no, he was horrible. So I never thought he was funny. Just gonna put that out there for the record.
A spider signal. Cool idea, but any light source that made it bright enough was also way too hot. Someday, though.
But that was never a good idea, Spider-Man. I'm just gonna say that. It's so that, like, if he's gonna sneak up on some enemies in an alley, you know, he's gonna shine that light at them, which is like, oh yeah, just tell them that you're there. That makes sense, Spider-Man. There's a reason Batman doesn't yell, "I'm here!" before he, you know, goes after some goons. Well, that's what All Might would do. I was about to say, I wonder if there's some big, cool, like, reward for collecting all the backpacks, but it's the homemade homecoming suit. So, I mean, it's something, but it's not something that I'm gonna use. Is this my apartment? Hey guys, how's it going?
This piece of Mysterio's helmet gave me ideas for my eye lenses. Go ahead, sue me, fishbowl head.
He does have a fishbowl head, doesn't he? That's why, again, I don't know how he's gonna be the main villain, allegedly, of the next Spider-Man movie. It was always like one of those fun things to think like, oh yeah, put Mysterio in as a cameo and have it be Bruce Campbell. But have him be the main villain? It's like, no, it's Mysterio. Like, what are you thinking? Assault God's Acre. This is just the greatest. Web Blossom is never gonna get replaced as the best ability Spider-Man has in this game. Oh, that's the guy that they were attacking. And goodbye. Wait, what the hell? Who are you? Oof, he is dead. Oh, he got like...
What? It's not fun getting beat up?
That's
We'll
weird.
sit
He
with
got
that
like
for a while.
attached to the wall. Oh, is that like their explanation for why he's not actually killing people when he throws them off buildings? That's kind of lame. I would rather Spider-Man have just been murdering people all along. And I see a cemetery. I'm gonna take a look through there.
Rejected costume designs. Not bad, but I think the White Spider was definitely the way to go.
I disagree. I see like a Wolverine kind of thing. There's a lot of different art styles of Spider-Man. There's Deadpool, I think. Dumbpool, more like, got him. But yeah, I think that there's an Uncle Ben Easter egg in the, in here, so maybe I'll try and look for that. I have no idea where it would be, though. Oh, I assume it's this one.
Hey, Uncle Ben. Miss you. Doing my best to make you proud.
Oh, and there's a trophy for it. What are you doing, loser?